Welcome back to Crossroads Paranormal. Join us as we travel all the way to Hartford City, Indiana to investigate the mysterious Monroe house. This will be Season 1, Episode 2 of our big investigations, and more are coming soon.
Just shut that button off and don't turn that light off.
Alright guys, it's Jack, Caleb, and Zach Barr with us. We're going to start out tonight in the blue room. It's probably pushing 9 o'clock at this point. We have the K2 meter, the Flux 2 device, and we have the SB11 spirit box. We're just going to kind of sit down, ask some questions, and see what we get for you guys. Both of these devices work the same way. They're electromagnetic field detectors. In your realm, these are used to gain yourself energy and just to be able to respond to us without having to actually talk. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is either step over next to me by this K2 meter and touch it, or just step beside that Flux 2 device. And that'll just start out the investigation by letting us know that you're here.
I'm not here to harm you or cause you any disrespect. That was a pretty quick response.
Yeah.
The flux device, it turns red on one side or green on the other side, depending on what side the spirit actually goes to. You can actually see the spirit actually went to the green side. Once the spirit actually steps away, that will go back to a blue. Thank you for letting us know you're in the room with us. Are you able to change the color on that device for us again?
Heck, this will use some night vision cameras. Alright guys, we're in the front foyer now. We'll do a K2 and REM pod investigation. We'll get this cool. Is there anybody in here with us? Can you step up next to that antenna to let us know that you're here? Try this again. I'm going to move you guys over here. So this back here, what you guys are seeing now, they say is what used to be a jail cell. So what I'm going to do is, in case there's anybody trapped in here still, I'm going to set this light up. See if they'll turn it off. We're all going to stand behind the camera so that way you guys know it's not us.
Whoever shut that light off can go in that jail cell and turn it off. We moved it in there. So if you don't want it on, you can step in there and shut it off. Again, it's got a simple push button on the side to turn it on and turn it off. There is no timer on it.
If you are one of the prisoners that's being held captive in there, can you shut that light off? And we'll see if we can't open the door to get you out.
Try to move that red ball that's in there. Can you go back down to that light and shut that light off for us, please? I greatly appreciate it. And try to move that red ball, roll that red ball forward towards the camera. If you want us to go back upstairs and leave you alone, go back in there and shut that light off for us. And we'll go back upstairs and leave you alone. We'll leave you be. We know sometimes you don't like being bothered. All you gotta do is shut that light off. All right. We appreciate that. We'll go back upstairs.
What just happened, Jack?
Something just freaking ran right past my leg. So whatever was in the basement must have come up with us.
Did we let one of the prisoners out of the jail cell, possibly?
We may have. That's kind of ironic because today, when we got here, the person that comes and sets up and gets everything ready for us, they do provide drinks and snacks for us. Did leave a note for us and told us that whenever he was here today, that something was running through the house. So he said the house was active today when he was here. So we don't know. That's unexplainable. But just as I got ready to shut the door, it was like something ran right around the door and brushed up against my leg and took off into the other room. So
I say
it's a very good possibility that could have been what was running through the house earlier today.
I say before we go into the blue room again, let's go grab the SLS camera.
Yep.
And give it a run. So we'll be back with you guys here in a few minutes.
You didn't show us a whole lot of activity.
4 a.m. See if the activity picks up any more in here once it gets a little later.
It has definitely picked up some though.
So guys, as you can tell,
John.
there's nobody out there in the hallway.
John.
It's Jack, not John. Jack. And now it's ceased. And as you can tell, Jack's coming out of the other room, so it was not him.
Did you hear all that?
That thing was going nuts.
What are you doing, John?
Have we upset you guys because we've got more aggressive towards you?
Come on, John.
Don't be mad at me.
Leave me out of it too, please. Do you not like us being here anymore?
Two notes in a row.
And John, why you move that ball on that table that you're talking?
Coming from the one that's standing in the other room. No. Are we talking to John?
We smelled perfume walking back here. Was that you?
Jack, why are you chilling in there?
Whatever I got in there.
You're freaking me out, dude. Like, I don't like you getting up there.
Why don't you set the other one off?
If it gets that responsive, if it gets that responsive, that's good. Whoever's in here with us, can you sit off that device out in the hallway? Well, then do it.
You a man or a woman? Once for yes, twice for no.
If you're a man, beep once. If you're a female, beep twice. Okay, you got that one. Oh, female. Was that your...
Are you mad because we're here? Once for yes, twice for no.
Yes and no.
Two no's? Or a yes, 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 yes.
Can you close that door? Once for yes, twice for no.
Did you follow us out of the basement?
No. Yeah.
Is this your room? I'm gonna go with that's a no.
Did you hide the bones in the basement? Once for yes, twice for no. Are you a child? Once for yes, twice for no. Are you pretending to be something that you're not? Once for yes, twice for no. Huh?
Remember the last time I asked that question in Sulphur Springs? Fucking door shut, that's it.
Will you move that ball?
Will you at least touch it so it'll light up? That would be really cool. Can you please do that for us? Alright, walk up to it and touch it.
Did I piss you off?
Are you the only one here? One for yes, twice for no.
Make that device beep the amount of spirits there are in this home.
Are there 4 of you here?
Is this considered the demon house?
Are you good? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Are you happy we're here to learn about you? Do you like playing with our little device? Once for yes, twice for no. If you go out and touch the device that has the red dot out by the door, it'll light up all sorts of different colors and make all sorts of noises. Can you touch that one again for us? Please?
Are you going to be mad if we sleep in here tonight? 1 for yes, twice for no.
Celtic Center?
No, said no.
Upstairs?
Can I sleep in a room with a red carpet? 1 for yes, twice for no.
Can we all sleep in there? Once for yes, twice for no. Okay. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Can you knock on one of these walls?
Well, there's no time like the present.
Can you make a knock like this? Did you run past my leg when we came out of the basement? Once for yes, twice for no.
Can you roll around that little blue ball on the ground?
Wait a second.
I moved it over there.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? That wasn't even there.
Did you think it was funny that you scared me when we came up from the basement? Once for yes, twice for no.
Was there a fire in this home? Once for yes, twice for no.
Are you staying behind me right now?
Did the spirit who was talking to us earlier leave the room? Once for yes, twice for no. it shut off, did it?
No. It's a power.
So guys, for all of our viewers, that's how we can, you know, we can't say anything is real, you know, paranormal activity. But when something like that happens, it was answering direct questions, and other things that we were asking it to, and then all of a sudden it just ceases. Like, it was very active when we first started the session, and now we're not getting anything through the EMF device, and it's still on. You see nobody was around it.
I mean, these devices are controlled by electromagnetic fields. I mean, there's no electricity whatsoever around it. I mean, all the electrical wires up here are completely dead. There's nothing hooked to them whatsoever at all. So, I mean, in the middle of the room, there's no electricity. There's no electricity on the floor whatsoever at all. So, I mean, you can obviously tell that there's no electricity that's going to be around that meter to be able to detect any type of electricity, and for it to be able to go off according to our questions that we ask is something that we cannot control. We don't have remote controls for these devices, or anybody sitting in a secret room pressing buttons or anything like that. So, I mean, we can't say that it's definitely paranormal, but I mean,
I can definitely say that there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no, kind of at a loss for words. I think it was using my energy because I have a headache and everything.
There's not really an explanation.
Yeah. There's no worldly explanation as to why that device would go off.
and it takes a lot of energy for them to be able to connect with us. They pull our energy, they use our energy to be able to connect. Sometimes they will fully manifest in front of us, sometimes they won't. So, I mean, it's like Caleb said, he's got a headache now. So, I mean, it could have been pulling his energy to be able to communicate with us and answer questions that we had. And now that it's gone, once we walk out of this room, Caleb's headache may go away and he'll be fine the rest of the night. But it's just sometimes there are questions that are just unexplainable. We'll continue doing the investigation throughout the night in different rooms. We've still got a couple rooms that we haven't hit yet tonight that we'll do investigations in. This room back here probably will be the room that we all crashed in tonight. And we'll probably set a couple cameras up in here and a couple cameras throughout the rest of the house tonight before we could crash out. See if we catch anything throughout the night. As you guys can tell, the spirit or entity, whatever it was that we were speaking with, said that it was okay that we slept in that room. It said no to this room, but it said okay to that room, which I don't understand that, but okay.
My goal for when we get in here is we'll probably set up the REM pod and maybe even the Flux 2 in here. And we'll probably shut the red room door and the blue room door. And obviously, if we start hearing the devices go off, I'm sure we'll all jump up and get back at it.
I mean, we're still going to be up for a couple hours. We're probably not going to crash until probably 3:30, 4 o'clock anyway. We'll be at this place until at least 10 o'clock in the morning. But we still got a couple of hours to go. We still got what they call witching hour.
Yeah.
So a lot of activity usually happens between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., which a lot of people don't believe in that, but some people do. We caught a lot of activity here in this room last time we were here at 3 o'clock.
Right.
And I mean, I don't know what time it is right now, but that was a lot of activity for it not being even close to 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah, so, I mean.
And I mean, you guys, you heard me ask it, did it run past my leg? Whenever we came up out of the basement, it clearly responded yes. So as you guys can tell, whenever I jumped, whenever we come up out of the basement, that was clearly something coming up out of the basement with us. So it did acknowledge that it was gonna go down to the basement with us. Something else is unexplained.
So for now, we're going to be, probably go to that one room.
We're gonna go to another room that's off the kitchen that we don't really go to all that much.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a couple,
All of the guys back here. There they are. I'm going to be sitting back there. The REM pod and our motion detector light is sitting right up there at the edge of the hall. So see what happens, guys. I'm also going to go in here and set up this other EMF device. Alright guys, we're at the end of our investigation here at the Monroe house. It's almost 9 a.m. We believe that there is something here. Like all paranormal investigators say, we can't say anything is definitely paranormal activity, but we can say there's no reasonable explanation for the things that go on in this house. I'm sure this video is going to be up within the next 2 or 3 hours, because throughout the night I've been working on it. Going over all the evidence as we go. Right now, we're going to head to breakfast, and then we're going to head about 45 minutes away for our next investigation. We're going to be locking down for, I think it's 16 hours, in the General Ashel Stone Mansion in Winchester, Indiana. We look forward to getting that out to you guys. We'll see you soon.